All right, everybody out there watching from home, I apologize as we got into the rink about 5 or 6 minutes ago, and I had to set up as fast as I could as we are prevented from coming in any earlier. So doing our best here to get set up and ready to rock and roll. Bear with me today as I'm learning names and numbers. And that being said, looks like St. Francis is going to send out Hunt, Pavlica, and Jaros on the front side, and defense looks like it's going to be Denker and Egan to start the game here against Upper Arlington. We're coming to you live here from Columbus, Ohio, against Upper Arlington today. This morning, later today, we play New Albany. But for now, puck's going to drop here. 17-minute periods. Preseason scrimmage action underway. Puck face-off one here by St. Francis. Sent up the boards to Pavlica. Pavlica tips it in the zone. Goes around far side where Egan dumps it back around deep for Jaros. Jaros lost it. Here comes Upper Arlington. Gets it all the way to center ice. Backhanded flip in. Egan's taken off the puck quickly behind the net there. Gets back in it. Oh, and a quick shot from far side. Screamed right across the blue paint. No harm done. Looks like Max Harvey's in goal today for St. Francis, number 29. Puck comes all the way back out to center ice. It's taken there by Henry Wierzinski, excuse me. Here comes St. Francis. Right down the middle is Mac. Mac tried to fight his way through, but couldn't get down deep enough to get a shot off here. Puck comes out to the middle here, and it's a shot taken by Henry Wierzinski from the point. That is knocked away, never got to the goaltender. Here's Mac with it. Mac on the far side. Coming down the middle again is Mack. Nick Mack. Oh, he lost it off the end of his stick. He did have Luke Kerr on the backside, but he just couldn't handle it. Puck's going to come all the way back down and out. And sent down the length of the ice in a stretch pass. Oh, shot to score! Our first goal of the year is going to be Luke Kerr, number 20, with a nice long stretch pass. Caught him sleeping on the backside. It's going to be 1-0 St. Francis here early on with 15-14 left in the first period. St. Francis up 1-0. And off the face-off, Booth dumps it deep into the far corner. Giving chase with it is Riley Box. Box centers one right out there. Booth was there, but he was there late. Couldn't get a stick on it. Again, I apologize. I'm trying to figure out names and numbers here, folks, early on. Usually takes me a game or two. On that face-off was Meyer. Meyer won it back, but too good is couldn't be held in the zone. Here's Arlington with it. Back behind the net is Danker. And Meyer. Meyer clears it all the way out to the point, but it's not out. Wild attempt there by Upper Arlington. As this puck's going to make its way down, we're going to have an icing. I'll go back to the St. Francis zone. Probably the worst rink to videotape a game in, since we're about 5 feet away from these boards in front of us. Very difficult to keep up with that. I will make an adjustment here for the second and third periods. Make it a little easier to see, but in the meantime, Arlington wins this faceoff. It's down deep into the corner. Puck is sitting there. Well, and still a scrum for that puck. Taken now here by Wazinski. Wazinski up the boards. Pass knocked down by Giles. Giles flipped it up in the air deep, all the way down, and that is going to be an icing as Mateo Ray couldn't quite get to it. Hopefully everybody back at home can see okay as gets kind of hard to follow. One off the face-off there. We are going to have another icing. I'll hold it here. Nice clean win. And it was wrapped around the boards. And a little bit too hard out of the reach again of Riley Box. He couldn't quite catch up to it. Another face-off win for St. Francis, but Danker had two guys on him. Coming in to help out was was Hunt. He sent a nice pass up down the ice for Box. Box had two men on him. Came all the way back out. Here it is with Egan. Egan's going to take a shot, and that was barely blocked by the stick of the goaltender. And another shot attempt there by Pavlica doesn't go. It's going to come all the way down the ice. I'm going to freeze it here again as we're going to have an icing, giving St. Francis an opportunity to change the guys up. They will make a wholesale change, all five guys coming off. Coming onto the ice is Dressel, Kerr, Mack, Warzinski on defense. And a shot from Dressel is knocked out of the air. Here comes Arlington. Big check there by Dressel. Hammered him into the boards. Oh, and a nice centering attempt is deflected there by Homeyer. Gave it around to Kerr. Kerr tipped a pass right there. Back to Homeyer, but That shot, I believe, yep, Nick Mack taken and right into the chest of the Upper Arlington goaltender. Face-off win again. Oh, and a shot. Oh, that was a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot taken there by Henry Wazinski. And I believe tipped by Holmeyer. Beautiful tip. Just didn't have anything on the shot, but completely fooled the goaltender on that one as it jumped just right over the shoulder and up underneath the crossbar. St. Francis is going to be up 2-0 here early. Face-off one now by Upper Arlington, one of the few for them today. Fenceman's going to get lit up right there by Danker. Danker knocked him right to the ground. Egan's got the puck, nobody to give it to. Had to get rid of it, and a quick shot there by Arlington is saved by Max Harvey. Beautiful tip out of the zone there by John Jarros is going to get it down the length of the ice, relieving a little bit of pressure here for St. Francis. Oh, a terrible pass by Upper Arlington, put it right on the stick of Meyer. Meyer took a shot and it came all the way back out to the point where Denker dumped it in deep. Still fighting for it. Oh, another great opportunity for St. Francis. Oh, sorry folks, as Denker took a shot, but that was knocked out of the air by the defenseman in white and yellow. Goaltender never saw it. If that got through, it was going in. That's why I was taken back a little bit. Here's Upper Arlington right down the middle. High slot shot knocked down nicely there by Denker. But Arlington still has it. A good hit there by Meyer. And sent around the boards and down the middle of the ice. Ill-advised pass there by Jarros. Gave it right to number 10 in white. He took a shot that was harmless. Comes out here to the point. And a pass attempt deflected there by Egan, but went right back to the Arlington player. He takes a shot, didn't get much on it. Puck finds its way back out in front of Max Harvey again, but again, nobody for Arlington there as Pavlica takes a check, getting it out of the zone. Giving chase is Riley Box in the far end. Pavlica getting revenge on his man, checks him into the boards. Gordy Hunt with it now behind the Arlington goal, looking for somebody to give it to. There, St. Francis making a change on the backside. Hunt still got it. He's going to send it over to Dressel. Dressel takes a shot. That was deflected. Never got to the goaltender as it hit a defenseman's stick in front. St. Francis applying a little bit of pressure here. Oh, beautiful pass on the backside. 2 shots, 3 shots, still loose. Riley Box with a beautiful pass. Could not be knocked home by Gordy Hunt, number 9 in blue. Riley Box sticks it down low again. A nice move there by Booth, but he almost sent it out of the zone. St. Francis is changing on the backside, as is Arlington. Centering attempt there by Mateo Ray, and it deflected into the netminder for Upper Arlington. 2-0 here. We have a 9:49 left in the first period. St. Francis is in total control of this game, as Max Harvey may have seen 2 or 3 shots, and most, if not all of those, are very weak at best. Face-off drug out back to Denker. Denker's going to send it all the way around the backside boards. And puck is all the way down into the St. Francis end again. I apologize, as I have a different number for Castor, but now I know who Castor is, as there has been a penalty called. Looks like maybe a slash, as he's going to go to the box for 2 minutes. St. Francis will be down a man here early on. So Upper Arlington here with a man advantage. They do win that face-off back. Get it back out to the point man. Oh, and a shot there, backhanded, kind of weak, but it went right into the belly of Max Harvey. Nice save. St. Francis has Egan, Danker, Holmeyer, and Nick Mack coming out to the near side point, back over to the top point. Right down the middle. As Arlington has it still. Up to the top. Back around far side. Egan loses an edge. Oh, and a far side pass, wide open net. Oh, and a nice play there by Danker down low to thwart any type of shot attempt as St. Francis was out of their positions pretty good. And a puck made its way right in front of Max Harvey with a wide open net. Probably even twice if you rewind and watch again. That puck could have gone in a couple different ways. So Upper Arlington having a little trouble getting out of their own zone. Do now as they make their way to center ice. Getting it across the blue line. Puck is bouncing all over the place. Clearing attempt there by number 6, Dressel. He's knocked down at the point. Upper Arlington keeps it in. Shot there by 45 goes wide. Nice deflection there by Dressel again, but Upper Arlington came away with it. Getting it down the length of the ice. Looks like Gordy Hunt, as Upper Arlington's going to have to retreat. 10 seconds left here in the minor to Braden Castor. Oh, and a move there by Upper Arlington is going to run this power play out as Danker was able to steal it and send it all the way down. Pass taken there. Oh, and a beautiful pass by Meyer. Shot attempt there by Castor. Goes wide. And Castor has it again behind the net of Upper Arlington. Upper Arlington's just going to take this one, send it down. Let's see if it's going to be icing. No, they're going to wave it off, so we'll follow the play. Here's Danker with it. Danker out in front of his own net, sends a pass to nobody. Dressel was there, but got there late. Looks like it's going to be peeled away by Booth and sent back to Danker. Danker with his head up, looks all the way down the ice. He found Pavlica. Pavlica was able to tip that puck, so no icing. Well, shot there from behind the goal by Pavlica, but it went right into the stick and knocked down by Upper Arlington goaltender. 6:33 left in the first. It's been all St. Francis 2-0. Shots, in my opinion, are probably 12-4, 12-5 at most. Here's St. Francis with it. Oh, a shot again by Ray. Was deflected out front by Pavlica, but a lot of work having to be done by number 33 in white. Here's St. Francis with it off the face-off. Dump down low by Dressel is taken away by Upper Arlington. St. Francis had it back momentarily. Comes out to Meyer. Taken again by Dressel. Dressel finds on the backside Holmeyer. Holmeyer took a shot. That was knocked down, and Upper Arlington's going to clear. Let's see if this makes it all the way down. They do. We'll have an icing here. And another whistle. Upper Arlington got the best of this face-off. Excuse me. But Kerr was able to intercept. Puck sitting there. Holmeyer had it, lost it. Gets back to Kerr. Kerr tried to find Nick Mack waiting on the other end, but pass never got through. Comes out to Danker. Danker sent it right down the middle of the ice, but on the stick of the Upper Arlington player. So we're going to have a whistle. I believe it was offside. Yes, it was. Face off here in front of us. One back by St. Francis and taken now by Gordy Hunt. Hunt stops behind his own net. Looking for an option. Had Jaros. Puck bounced over his stick. Upper Arlington's going to have a delayed offside. Comes out here to Jaros. Jaros on the backside to Gordy Hunt. Might have been offside, but they called it good. Comes all the way back out to Danker at the point. He takes a shot. Slap shot that was knocked away by the padding there of the defenseman. 3 passes later, Jaros has it in the zone. Tried to make a move, but he lost it. Taken away here by 45. Nice defensive play there by Egan to knock the puck away. And Hunt tried to pass it up to Riley Box, but pass wasn't anywhere in the zone. So Egan's going to take it all the way up to the center ice, dump it in deep while St. Francis goes for a change. I'm going to leave the camera here as we have an icing. Minimize your motion sickness today. .425 left here in the first period. St. Francis with a 2-0 lead. And on top of the 2-0 lead, St. Francis has a fairly large shot advantage. Here's Meyer with it. Meyer's going to backhand it all the way around to Dressel. Dressel up to center ice. Pass never got to Pavlica, but Meyer does come away with it on the backside. Here he is right down the middle. He had Castor streaking down the middle of the ice. Castor could not get a stick on it. Held in nicely there by Dressel. Puck's bouncing all over the place today. A little bit here, a little bit there. Hard to settle down. I think I have a correction to make. Every time I've said Pavlica, I believe that is Ben Jake Myers, if I'm not mistaken. Jersey numbers are not matching up with the list that I have. Either way, somebody's on the ice in blue, and if I get the name wrong, I apologize now. Either way, here's Egan with it. Tried to chip it up to Box, but it was knocked down. Coming away with it here is Danker. Danker made a late pass behind him as he was entering the zone, and that's going to be an offsides as he tried to give it to Booth, but Booth was waiting for him to clear the blue line there. So, assuming this is number 24, Mateo Ray. Did not win that faceoff, but they do end up stealing the puck down low in the zone. And nobody can seem to want to take possession of the puck. Here it is now with Upper Arlington. And a shot knocked down there by Max Harvey. Still coming around with it here is St. Francis, but just when you think they have the puck, they end up losing it. Here we go. Back into the Upper Arlington zone. They get center ice and gain the blue line. Shot right in front of us. All the way right in front of Max Harvey. Shot taken from the near side blue line right in front of us. Hopped right off of Max Harvey and laid right in the crease. St. Francis took a couple of swipes at it to try to get it out of the zone. But it ended up going to a stick of an Upper Arlington player with Max Harvey on his back. Not much he could do there, so kind of a freebie goal there for Upper Arlington. We're going to have a hooking call now on Holmeyer. It's going to put St. Francis down. 2 more minutes with 2:07 left here in the first period. Off the face-off, we did have a shot by number 1 in white and yellow. That one off the chest and into the glove of Harvey. They'll do it all over again. Kerr with a face-off win, comes right in front of us, knocked out of the zone nicely by Mack. Here's Upper Arlington coming back the other way. Back checking nicely was Nick Mack. He interrupted that pass, takes it, tried to loop it all the way around the backside. Puck sitting right out in front. Never got to Harvey. Pass got its way all the way down. Here's Kerr with it. Kerr lost it. Here's Upper Arlington on the other side. Temporarily stolen away by Egan, but too far out in front of him. He was not able to keep it. There's a shot, and that's going to go in as it was tipped. Tipped right out in front. This game is tied up 2-2 really quick. So that puck made its way to the high slot. Nobody picked the man up. And just like that, where St. Francis has been in control of this whole game, they are now tied again, 2-2. Delayed penalty called here as a Upper Arlington player latched his stick around the ankle of, I believe, Riley Box. Box went down. We're going to have a 2-minute power play for St. Francis. 1:08 left here in the first period. Zamboni is getting ready to come on, so there will be an ice cut here between each period. See if St. Francis can capitalize on this face-off taken by Upper Arlington. Came all the way out to center ice here where Dressel knocks it down. Coming in the backside of this is Denker. Denker's going to get it down low to Hunt. Hunt back out to Denker. Denkered over to Hunt. Hunt looking far side. Tried to get it to a streaking Box. Box could not get to that pass as Arlington deflected it. Shot there by Dressel. Hits the glass above the goaltender and comes all the way out. 30 seconds left in the first period. There's Gordy. Gordy loses it, and it's deflected. We should have a face-off right outside the zone. As Upper Arlington tried to clear it out, hit a stick and went up into their bench. So 23 seconds left in the first period. St. Francis on the power play. And it comes all the way back out after the face-off. Egan over to Meyer. Meyer. All the way out. 9 seconds left here in the first. Arlington's going to get it and clear it down the length of the ice. This should do it for the period. Two to two game here after the And here we go, start of the second period. Down in Columbus, St. Francis got off to a quick 2-0 lead, was controlling the game. And Upper Arlington scored 2 late goals to close out the second period. Puck makes its way off the face-off into the St. Francis end. Egan's got it. Egan's coming out. Has his pass deflected there. Taken now by Danker. Danker tried to get it up to Castor, but Castor missed the pass. Comes all the way back down to Egan. 24 seconds left here on the power play for St. Francis. Looped all the way back around the boards by St. Francis. Can't get out of their own end here. Finally do. Gets it up to Box. Box gets the blue line. Tried to go through the legs of a defender, but had it knocked down. Box slips and falls. On a pass there, ill-advised, is stolen away by Upper Arlington. Power play is over for St. Francis. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Here's Jaros up and off the boards. Tried to give it to Box. Box a little bit tall for him. Lets it go, or Meyer grabs it. Meyer got it over to Jaros. Jaros tried the one-timer, couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Dressel with it. Dressel up to Mack. Mack lost the pass off the end of his stick, but gets it back. Stretched it out a little bit too far out in front of him, and number 8 in white stole it. Nice pass there by Dressel. Dressel up to Meyer. Meyer got on the backside of the defense. Slid it over to Jaros. I believe Jaros was the one that knocked that puck in. It's going to be a quick 3-2 lead to start the second period for St. Francis. During the intermission, I did find out numbers are not matching up with people, so once again, I apologize. We'll get this down here as soon as we can. Off the face-off here, St. Francis with it. Kerr tried a centering pass. It looks like Cheddar, Jake Myers, got knocked off his feet a little bit when that pass was getting to him. Holmeyer stole that pass, came around. There's Cheddar. Cheddar tipped the pass to him over the net right out in front. Comes all the way back out. Rzinski gave chase, but good back check there by Dressel to help him out. Comes back over to Henry. Henry off the boards and up to Cheddar. Cheddar tried to just tip it to get it down the ice and didn't get enough on it. Got too much of it, slowed it down. There's Dressel with it. Dressel off the boards to Holmeyer. Holmeyer missed the pass as it was just too far to go. We're going to keep it here as the referee has his arm up for icing. And if you're just joining us, like I mentioned at the beginning of the period, St. Francis got off to a 2-0 lead. And Upper Arlington came roaring back at the end of the period. St. Francis then took the lead a few minutes ago. Puck comes all the way back out. Another goal by St. Francis. Beautiful shot there by Booth. Found it right on his stick at the top of the crease and put it over the goaltender in white. It's going to be a 4-2 St. Francis lead, as I was telling you. St. Francis got that third goal a few minutes ago. They're going to add their fourth right now by Booth. Oh, and puck comes back to the Arlington zone. Got a little cute with it. Mack rips it off. Gets it taken back from him. Nice check off the puck there by Jaros. Comes out to the top point. Oh, shot score from the point by Danker. Danker sent it up in the air. Great presence in front of the net. I'm trying to pick up a number on who that might have been. Either way, goaltender never saw it. And when you don't hear it hit the board behind you, that's probably a bad feeling for the Upper Arlington goaltender. We got a quick 5-2 St. Francis lead as they're pouring it on early in the third. 13:50 left in the period. Oh, Nick Mack almost had another opportunity to break one away there. And we're going to keep it here as we have an icing off of an attempted pass by Danker, but I didn't see anybody who was there to pass to, so we'll call that a brain fart, and the puck goes all the way down the length of the ice. We're having icing. St. Francis getting back on the horse they came out with in the first period. Applying a lot of pressure, finding ways to score. Danker gets it around here to Mack. Mack tried to tip it up and out of the zone. It's not happening. Stolen away by Meyer. Meyer got it up to Danker. Danker off the boards to Jaros. Jaros is going to kick it back down deep. St. Francis is in the delayed offsides as the puck comes all the way out here to Egan. Egan over to Danker. Danker tried a one-time pass up the ice. Missed it, but it still ended up getting to its intended target down the ice. Shot attempt there is deflected off a defenseman's stick. Holmeyer flipped one up into the air, got all the way to the goaltender. Nobody there. We're going to have a penalty here against Upper Arlington as Dressel went hard into the boards right in front of us. You've seen that on the video. He seems to be getting up okay, grabbing his back, stretching out, but he appears to be okay. That's going to be a boarding penalty, if I saw correctly there. So there they go. They got the penalty all settled out. That is going to be a 5-minute penalty here. St. Francis with the puck. Taken away by Upper Arlington. Can't get it out of the zone. Apparently they did. As that'll be that will be an offsides. Excuse me. 12:45 left here in the second period. St. Francis will be up a man for 4 minutes and 49 seconds as it stands now. Right up the middle. It is Dressel, and he takes a shot. Contested away by the netminder in white and yellow. Upper Arlington's going to get it, take it all the way down. Send it all the way to Max Harvey. Harvey plays it. Comes right out in front of us here, but it's going to be sent back down by Upper Arlington. This time it's taken by Dressel. Dressel plays it off the back of the net, comes out with it, head up. Finds a pass all the way down to Holmeyer. He couldn't handle it, goes all the way off his stick, but he ends up catching back up to it. Send it around to the near corner where Arlington's going to get it. Send it down. Egan's going to come away with it. Here's Egan. Tried to get it up to Hunt. Bounced off his stick. Come over to Booth. Booth dropped it back for Danker. Danker's going to give it up to Egan. Egan's going to tip his pass up to Ray. Ray's going to give it to Booth. Booth's going to be taken down. We're going to have a 5-on-3 here shortly. Hunt's got it. And Harvey comes off the backside. It's going to be replaced out. Egan's going to take it. Egan takes a shot. That's going to go whistling wide. Danker flipped it back. Tried to let Upper Arlington touch it so they could have more time on the 5-on-3. So not necessarily necessary in that instance with 3 minutes and 19 seconds left on the original power play. You already had your 6-man on the ice, and Harvey was all the way on the bench. You probably could have let that go for another minute or so to take advantage of the 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. Either way, St. Francis with a 5-on-3. They're going to have Danker and Egan, Ray, Booth, and Hunt. a much-needed win by Upper Arlington on the face-off, but then he takes a pitching wedge and should have used a 3-iron to get that puck out of the zone, as it's going to stay in for the face-off. Hit it up into the rafters. Well, they're going to say it was deflected. I don't believe that for 1 second, but okay. I'm not a referee. I am just the part-time cameraman and announcer. Burlington won that one. Used the 2-iron that time to get it out of the zone and does so. Here comes Kerr. Kerr gets the blue line. Gets it down low, 5-on-3, remember. For 1 minute and 35 seconds. Sends it over to Danker. Danker's going to get it back. Back to Kerr. Kerr's going to walk right down the center of the slot, take a shot, and gets it glove side above the pad and below the glove. That's going to make it 6-2. And still a man advantage for St. Francis. Upper Arlington is able to get that one out of the zone. Max Hardy plays it off the ricochet. Got it up to Kerr. Kerr's going to get it over to Mack. Mack gets the blue line. Keeps going with it behind the Upper Arlington net. Still has it. Sends it back out to Kerr. Back to Mack. Mack tried a cross-ice pass to Meyer, but it looked like it hit off something and went all the way out of the zone. Meyer's going to have it back here, though. And he leaves it for Mack. Mack fanned on the pass. Gave it back to Dressel, and Dressel's going to take that shot, but that's going to hit the top of the crossbar, and, or possibly the goaltender, and go up out of play. Either way, it is a whistle. Stoppage. 2:02 left in that on the power play. The 5-on-4 for St. Francis. 9:58 left in the second period. St. Francis on the draw. Shot deflected. Shot from Danker is deflected. Comes back out to Danker. Back out to Holmeyer. Holmeyer back to Danker. Back to Holmeyer. Holmeyer, and a give and go attempt there. With Cheddar. But the give and the go didn't work. Here's Egan with it. Egan with a backhanded flip up to Castor. Castor tried to glove it out of the air, dropped it to himself, but he missed it. Either way, gets it over to Danker. Danker on the power play, tried to get taken off the puck. Castor was coming off for a change. Here's a 2-on-1. Castor's coming off the change. Danker sent a pass right into his skate. He didn't even know it. By that time, he couldn't play it. Either way, it was a 2-on-1. Egan took his man off the puck, and the cross-ice pass was no good. And the puck almost went in. It went through the blue paint. If Booth could have got a stick on it, it would have been an easy goal. But instead, they get an easy goal on a beautiful play by Mateo Ray. Mateo Ray sent a backhanded pass right out in front to, I believe, Cheddar. Cheddar's going to be credited with that goal, as St. Francis is starting to pour it on now. Still on the power play for 42 seconds is St. Francis. Taken here by Ray. Ray dances left and right, drops it back around, comes all the way back out to Dressel. Dressel kicks it down, holds it in at the blue line, walks it in. Kept that shot on the ice, and it is deflected away as Mateo Ray tried to deflect that. There's a shot. 2 shots. That was a close one there. Centering attempt by Ray to Dressel. Dressel tried that one-timer, but that was knocked down. Here's 2 seconds left on the power play for St. Francis, and that's going to expire. Very productive. And here's a one-on-one situation with Dressel. Dressel rode his man into the boards. Mack backhands it to himself, taken there by Hunt. Hunt can't get it out of the zone. Upper Arlington's going to keep it in and wrap it back around. Harvey tried to play it, but missed it. Pass up here. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. If they hurry, it's going to be an offsides, as Mack had to take a left at the blue line, and going across that line was Meyer. Meyer tried to drag his foot, but would have had to dislocate his leg pretty good to keep his toe back on that blue line. Here's Meyer with it. Meyer gives it over to Egan. Egan cross ice to Mack. Mack back up to Meyer. Giving back to Egan. Oh, Egan was going to line up for a shot, but he lost it. Gives it back over to Meyer. Meyer's now got it. Another shot there. That's sticked out of the air by the Arlington goaltender. Had Mack with it. Mack tried to give it back to Egan, and puck's sitting there. Egan shoots it, but it's going to go right into the glove of 33 in white. Off the draw, working right through that was Holmeyer. Holmeyer took a shot after the puck was pushed through the defender's skates, but it's stopped there by Upper Arlington. Tried it again. Now Cheddar with it. Cheddar turns around, tried to dump it, put it into the chest of 15 in white. Upper Arlington now has it. Puck keeps getting redirected. It's going to come back to Egan. Egan sends a backhander off the boards to Holmeyer, but Upper Arlington stole that away and sent it down. Kept in the zone momentarily. Here comes Cheddar. Cheddar slides it over. Oh, and a shot taken there by Jaros goes high and wide. Five minutes, 54 seconds left here in the second period. St. Francis with a comfortable 7-2 lead. With the exception of about 3 minutes in that first period, St. Francis has dominated this game. Upper Arlington did win that face-off. Got it all the way out to the point and lost it. And Upper Arlington's going to come back away with it on the other side. And a nice block there by Castor. Get that shot out of the air. St. Francis is going to have to retreat into their own end here to go get this puck. Here's Hunt with it. Sent it a little too hard off the back wall, as Upper Arlington was the first one there. Coming out here, mini breakaway by Hunt. Hunt shoots it, but it's going to go into the chest of 33. Had to get rid of it quick, as the defender was closing in on him. Here's Upper Arlington wins the faceoff. Centering attempt blocked nicely there by Egan, but Upper Arlington still has it momentarily. Mack with a nice tip to get that puck out of the zone. Mateo Ray will give chase. Pass deflected up in the air. Here's Nick Mack with it. St. Francis finally gets that one out of the zone. A big hit there taken by Mateo Ray. But on the backside is Mack. Mack tried to get it in front to Egan. Egan came in sitting in the back. He's going to score. The first attempt did not go as it was rolling on end. Slid it over to Meyer. Meyer punched it back to Egan. Egan's going to make this game an 8-2 St. Francis lead. 4:14 left here in the second period. Eight to 2 St. Francis. The 8th goal coming here at 4:14 in the second. Egan from Meyer. Puck is dumped in deep by St. Francis. Taken here by Box. Box gave it over to Booth. Booth tried to take a shot. That was deflected straight up in the air. Finally came down. Booth's going to play it again. All the way out to Henry Rzinski. Rzinski tried to get it across to Dressel, but the pass came out of the zone. Giving to Dressel. Dressel sent it deep and around to Holmeyer. Holmeyer let it go where Booth sent it back, and it comes back to Holmeyer. Holmeyer to Box. Box over to Booth. Booth slides it down low to Box. Box tried to backhander, but that puck was deflected. And St. Francis is going to come away with it here. Back on the other side is 13. Riley Box took a shot, and that was saved away by Arlington. Out here to Danker. Danker tried to send it down low, but Arlington's going to have it. Their attempted pass is blocked by the skate of Egan. Here's Jaros. Jaros sent a pass. That's going to be intercepted by 40 right out in front. Shot there was whiffed on, and then Jaros comes in at the end there and just levels number 40. Looks like maybe a charging call, if I can. Jaros will go off for 2 minutes, as he looked like maybe there was a little retaliation. So Upper Arlington will have the man advantage. St. Francis is going to bring out 4 fresh legs. Looks like Cheddar and Ray, Dressel, and Wierzinski. Pass there came out of the zone by Upper Arlington. They're going to retreat, reset, and bring it back in. Cross-ice pass given to number 19. They just can't corral it. Puck goes wide of the net there, and shot attempt. Here's Dressel fighting for it behind the net. There's Cheddar. Cheddar doing his best to try to get it out, but it's held in by 45 in white. We're going to have a tripping call here against Upper Arlington as soon as they touch up, which they do. Clearing attempt by Jake Myers was thwarted off because his feet were taken out from underneath him. So there goes the power play for Upper Arlington. Face-off will be all the way down. 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 16 with 1:36 left in the period. Egan gives it over to Mack. Mack hits the brakes. Dances around back and forth. Gets driven off the puck a little bit momentarily. Yep. Egan held it in at the blue line. Mack avoids a check there by number 1. Another one comes flying in. And here's Upper Arlington. Here's Mack. Mack's got nobody in front of him. Defender coming up behind. Breakaway. He was hooked. And they'll touch up right here. You're not going to call a hook, but they're going to call a holding the stick or holding. And might be tacking on even more as the Upper Arlington player was jawing to the ref. We'll see what happens here. Scoreboard is about 4 numbers away from being full. What the hell? Off that face-off is an Upper Arlington win, and they're going to clear it the length of the ice. Here comes St. Francis breaking out. 4-on-3. Lots of open ice. Denker loses it. Picked up there by Meyer. Over to Egan. Egan gave it over to Hunt. Hunt was in the zone, but the puck wasn't. Somehow they called an offsides. St. Francis will try again. 25 seconds left here in the period. Get it into the zone. Over to Hunt. Hunt dropped it for Denker. Denker's one-timer went way wide. Out of the box comes Jaros. He went right to the net. But the puck was kicked out by Upper Arlington. Pass here to Denker. Denker's got 5 seconds left on the clock. And time's going to run out here in the second period. And we will have another ice cut. We're going to have a second period intermission. Stay tuned for a special message from the St. Francis hockey team to Will Shear. Will Shear, we know you were involved in an accident earlier this week. Boys were feeling a little bit bad not having you here. And so they came up with this outside at the pregame warm-ups.
Hey, Willie. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. What's up, Will? Hi, Will. Hey, get better. What's up, Will? Get better. Willie Wings, what's up? Woo!
What's up, Will? Get better.
Get better, Willie. Hey, Willie, get better soon. Hey, Will. Hey, big guy. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. Hey, Will. What's up, Will?
All right, Will, we're all thinking. Will, your boys are here saying hi to you during pregame warm-ups. Wanted to make sure you were well aware that we're thinking of you here, and hopefully you have a speedy recovery and we get you back out on the ice as soon as possible. We'll take a small break now for the ice cut, second intermission. we'll be back here in a minute or so. The referees are pegging the St. Francis end net. Down low to Holmeyer, but it hit a boot. Holmeyer had to go get it. Hunt's got it now. Sent it, over to Egan. Egan gave it to Danker. Danker's got to go get it. Danker down low. Back over to Danker. Still on a power play, but it is now 5-on-4 for 30 seconds. With it, Hunt had it, lost it, got it back. Box tried to get it over to Egan, who was streaking on the backside. Comes back out to Holmeyer. Holmeyer to Danker. Danker gives it to to Hunt. Hunt took a shot, and that was deflected. He'll try his chance again, but that is saved by 35. Might have a change in net here. Number 35 in goal now for Upper Arlington. A little bit taller than the last one. And here's Meyer on the faceoff. One back by Upper Arlington. Off the boards, and this is going to be a high stick. High stick there by St. Francis is going to give Upper Arlington a face-off here in the St. Francis end. Upper Arlington dumps it deep into the St. Francis zone. Max Harvey plays it. Gave it to Dressel. Dressel gave it up to Meyer. Meyer tried to get it over to Kerr, but Kerr sent it out of the zone. We're going to have an icing against St. Francis. Face-off will be to the right of Harvey. Ray wins the face-off. Gave it to Castor. Castor's going to send it over to Jaros. Jaros on the left wing. Took a shot. It was only partially deflected by the Arlington goaltender, but nobody in blue could get that puck after that. Egan tried to get it up to Ray. Ray had it taken away from him. Here's Jaros with it. Jaros, the no-look pass, sent it right to Arlington. Arlington has it now. And this will be an icing, so I'll keep it there. Errant pass to nobody. For the most part. Booth off the face-off here on the backside. Egan takes a shot. Couldn't quite see where it was. That pass was not intended for him. I believe it was intended for Hunt. Got by him, and Egan was on the backside there to take a shot, but nonetheless, it didn't go in the net. St. Francis with control of it. Here's Booth. He puts one out in front. Puck still loose, and finally covered up. St. Francis couldn't get anything on that one. Off the face-off from Hunt, came out to Danker. Danker sent it back down low. It is behind the Arlington net. They're going to send it back out to Danker. Danker tried to get it back down low. And Upper Arlington's going to have it. Good check there by Jake Myers. Coming away with it here is Booth. Booth streaking up the middle of the ice. Has a couple guys with him, but he lost it on the pass attempt there. Here's Booth. Sent it right over to Cheddar. I believe Cheddar knocked it out of midair, but it was not on net. Denker's going to have it at center ice. And both teams are going to go for a change. Arlington's already got their change done. Here's St. Francis with it. Box found it right at his feet. Give it over to Castor. Castor's going to drop it back to Dressel. Dressel lost the handle on it, and it comes all the way back down, taken here now by St. Francis and Wierzinski. Wierzinski got it out to Upper Arlington. Upper Arlington dumped it in there and delayed offside and had to get it out of the zone. Max Harvey diving to stop that puck. Does so, but it was taken by Arlington. Wierzinski chips it up to Castor. Castor lets it go by him, and it goes by the defenseman. He should have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. They do. 3-on-1 now. Oh, and the pass was broken up nicely by the Upper Arlington defenseman, who went on down onto his stomach to prevent it getting through. Egan's going to take a shot. That's going to whistle wide. Thinker tried to hold it in. Couldn't do so. Here's Egan with it in his own zone. Pass off the boards to Kerr. Kerr gives it to Danker. Danker gets in to the Arlington end. Gives it back out to Egan. Egan slides it over. One-timer there by Kerr. Was a little bit too high. He's going to take another shot, but that's going to be gloved down by 35 in white. So change up here for St. Francis. Mack, Meyer, Kerr, along with Dressel and Wierzinski. Arlington has it here, coming out. A one-on-one situation. Good backside pass by number 18, but a little bit too far out in front of his intended target, and covered up by Max Harvey. Upper Arlington won the draw there, but a terrible pass by the defenseman trying to go D to D. Comes all the way back out to their end where they're going to have to try to chip it out. They did, and it went into the Arlington bench. So we'll have a face-off in the Upper Arlington zone. Off the draw is Mateo Ray. Slings it around the boards for Dressel. Gordy Hunt trying to hold it in. Cannot do so. Puck comes all the way back here to Wierzinski. Head up looking down ice. A little bit too far out of the reach of Mateo Ray. Taken by Booth. He tried to just flip it and get it deep into the Upper Arlington zone. Comes back out to Ray. Ray tips the pass attempt by Danker deep into the zone. I believe that's Hunt. Yep, it was Hunt. Tried to send it around the boards. Came over to Egan. Egan let it hit him in the head. And deflected that pass over to Booth. Booth got it back in deep. Booth does the same thing. We got bodies flying all over the place. Blue line must be elevated, and the red line too. Everybody's tripping all over themselves. Danker up to Box. Box tried to toe drag, go through the legs, but it was kicked away by Upper Arlington. Taken here by Jaros. Given right to him. He slides it over to Box. Box takes a shot, and that's defended well by the goaltender. In white and yellow. No icing here on the dump by Upper Arlington. Grabbed by Danker. Behind the net. Taken by Hallmeyer. Hallmeyer goes off the boards and gets his own pass. Still with a full head of steam, centers it, but defense was changing on the back end. It was out of the reach of Jaros. So we'll hold here, and that last clearing attempt ends up being an icing. 10-10 left in the third period. We have a 8-2 St. Francis lead. All pressure for roughly 95% of this game has been from St. Francis. There was a 2-minute period, 3-minute period where Upper Arlington got a couple of goals, but for the most part, it's been all St. Francis. Here's Dressel with it. Dressel up to Mack. Mack tried to slide a backhanded pass over to Kerr, but it was deflected by Upper Arlington. Center ice here was Danker with it. Danker gave it to Dressel. Dressel dropped it for Mack. Mack gives it up to Kerr. Shot out in front by Danker. Hits the leg of Mateo Ray. Finds its way to the stick of Kerr. Kerr sent a shot that was defended nicely by the Upper Arlington netminder, and it comes back out to Mack. We're at center ice here with Mack. Nick Mack lost it. High stick up against the helmet of Kerr. No call. St. Francis looking to get a change. Will be able to do so with the dump in there by Egan. Egan gets it deep behind the net. St. Francis comes off all 5 wholesale type change. Off the boards by Castor to nobody, and that was supposed to be an icing, but it was waved off. Held in by Dressel. Sent it down to the far corner. Here's Meyer behind the net. Hits the brakes, comes back the other way. Drop pass over to Dressel. Dressel takes a shot. Meyer tried to take a shot. And we're going to have an icing here, as our Upper Arlington could do nothing more than just get that puck down the length of the ice and try to relieve a little bit of a night pressure. 8:13 left here in the third period. 8-2 is your score. St. Francis in the lead. Oh, and that puck came all the way out to the blue line, but it was fluttering and bouncing. Where Upper Arlington now has possession. Warsinski checked hard into the boards right in front of the bench. Gets back up, fights that off. And Upper Arlington iced the puck on the backside of all that. Face-off taken here by Upper Arlington. Got it down. Chipped it off the boards to number 13, who was all by himself, but could not get a shot off. Danker has it. Pushes it off the glass just out of the reach of Kerr. And we're going to have an icing off of that. Good win there by Upper Arlington on that draw. But can't do anything but give it up to St. Francis. Here's Danker. Danker over to Castor. Castor tried to give it to Mateo Ray. Put it right on his stick, but I don't think he was expecting it. Here's Ray down the middle. Shoots, and that's saved by the pad of number 35. Dumped down and deep is puck by Danker. Comes back all the way to where he was. He's going to do the same thing. This time it's taken by Ray, but it's going to be knocked out of the zone there by Upper Arlington. That shot actually got through. Not sure that Harvey would have seen it as he had bodies all over in front, but he did make the save. Danker ends up getting the puck out of the zone. Probably could have been a 6-man on the ice penalty, but either way we play on. 6:25 left in the third period. Oh, puck out in front. It's a wraparound attempt, got through the crease, but didn't make its way into the ice. Either way, here comes St. Francis with it on the backside. 2-on-2, Cheddar. Jake Myers had it, lost it, gave it over to Booth. Booth there with the backhander off of the chest protector, the Upper Arlington goaltender. And body played nicely there by Wazinski. On the other end is Meyer. Meyer goes around his man. Was almost alone in front of the goaltender with the puck, but ended up losing it. Here's Box, Riley Box. Gets it into the Upper Arlington zone, ridden off the puck. Goes back and gets it again. Box out to Danker. It's almost as if St. Francis is on the power play as Upper Arlington sits back on their heels when they have the puck. Right out in front was Box. He tried to get it. Danker sent it over to Egan. Egan's going to take his chance. Oh, and he sent a pass attempt that might have been a shot. Looked like a shot that was going wide, but he ended up putting it on the stick of, I believe, Hunt. Just couldn't bury it. Egan's going to have it here at the blue line. He's going to shoot it right into the chest. Upper Arlington goaltender's going to play it, drop it for his defenseman. Stolen away there by Dressel. Dressel takes a shot. That hit a stick, then the crossbar, and went into the far corner. A lot closer than one would have thought on that shot, being point blank with the goaltender able to see the puck. So, all right, folks, I'm sorry we're back. I apologize. They came to me and told me they had to reset the internet for whatever reason. We were cruising along there just fine, and they had to cut us out. So either way, no big deal. You didn't miss anything. And we do have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. St. Francis wins the draw, but the puck not out of the zone yet. Finally out of the zone, but still no possession. There's taken now by Box. Box in the Upper Arlington end. Still has it, looking for something to do with it. Finally gives it up to Danker. Danker's going to give it back down low to Box. Box through the legs and around his man. Took a shot, but went right into the chest protector of Upper Arlington goaltender. Box leaves it for Mateo Ray. Ray slides it over to Booth. Just out of his reach, but he's going to catch up with it. He's going to send it down deep, get some time burn off the clock, and St. Francis is going to go for a change on the back end. Here's Castor with it. Castor gets the blue line and sends it down deep. Comes back around here to nobody as there's a scrum for the puck. Nobody wants it. Coming away with it, though, is Gordy Hunt. Still nobody with possession of it. 2:15 left here in the third period regulation. Cheddar held it in nicely there as Upper Arlington was just looking to flip it out. A shot by Hunt. Pad saved away. Comes back around. Set up Jake Myers for an attempt, but took a little bit too long on that one as the defenseman slid over and was able to deflect that shot. Here's Dressel. Tried to give it to Hunt. Hunt's running out of gas here. Kind of a long shift for him here. 1:40 left in the game. Upper Arlington gets it into the St. Francis end. Forgive me there. I've been doing Sylvania games for about 5 years, and colors are all similar. Some of the kids are as well. That's going to be a goal that slides behind Max Harvey. That's kind of one of those hard-working goals, as nobody expected anything to come of it, but the puck was right out in front. 14 in white. Took a shot that found its way through the 5-hole of Max Harvey. I'm not so sure he saw it. He'll probably tell you he didn't, seeing as though it got by him. Maybe he did, I don't know. Either way, it's 8-3 with just over a minute left. St. Francis not happy about that. Riley Box has taken it into the zone. Egan steps up to get it back down deep. And puck tied up along the near side half wall there. Puck came all the way out in the front. Back checking is Egan as the Upper Arlington was trying to get it down the ice. Oh, and Egan tried to swipe at a bouncing puck and missed it. Either way, here's Upper Arlington with it. Stick taken away of number 36 by Booth. We got 25 seconds left in regulation, and a stretch pass here to Jaros. Jaros on the far end. Tried to go around his guy. Found his puck on the other side. He did so, but he couldn't bury the shot. And it's going to come all the way back out to the point to Dressel. Dressel's going to take a shot and does so. That was tipped by Cheddar right out in front. 9 seconds left in the game. St. Francis says, hang on a minute. If you're going to try to score late, we're going to try to score late, and they do so. 9-3 is going to be your score right now on a deflection by Cheddar. Jake Myers is his legal name. Cheddar is what they call him. You're going to have to ask him how he got that name. Off the draw, St. Francis dumps it deep. 4 seconds left on the clock. It's going to come all the way out to center ice, and we're going to have a victory here. First game of the season for St. Francis is going to be 9-3. As the boys come off the bench to congratulate Max Harvey for the first win of the season. We will be back to broadcast again later on today. Same rink. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same sheet of ice, but same rink. Game time is going to be 4 p.m. against New Albany. So we will see you in a few hours. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a few.